guess when my favorite character on Big Bang Theory is Amy Farrah Fowler, who's known for deadpanning her lines and being dour, well, that's not much of a stretch now, is it? For those who know me, and yes, those who do know that I'm a bank employee, that means tales from the crypt. But the one I have to start off with was a pretty good one. It was a nice surprise. The team lead, not the manager of the department, IM'd me this past week and said, I'm going to the Dairy Queen across the street. Do you want anything? It's like, yeah, I'll take an Oreo cookie Blizzard. And I just marked 4 years of service at the bank, so I think that as my unofficial service anniversary gift. And based on what I'm seeing coming up for 5 years, yeah, a Blizzard treat works for me because it looks like all I might be getting for 5 years is a pin. But at the same time, for a former job, the things I chose as gifts, well, weren't that great. Cameras that I no longer use because, well, they got beat up, or a clock where I took out the batteries because the hourly chime was keeping me up at night. Yeah, I wish I was making that up. All right. So that's story number one, and then the more annoying ones, the rants, yeah. Well, we're still doing the cleanup for the move downtown. We're still finding some weird things there, too. This week, I found a shrink-wrapped collection of Rolodex cards. I didn't think I was ever going to see those again. Who uses Rolodex anymore? And it's like, wow, we're unearthing all kinds of things. To me, it was a big deal when we found check stock in a check printer we didn't even know we had because it was just left on the shelf years ago. More boxes to go through, and people keep leaving things out, like unused greeting cards or Christmas decorations. Oh, and the most annoying one of all, or sort of. But I'm good at just presenting the facts and letting people decide on their own what to do with it. There was another IM. It was from a manager of another department, wondering why I was refusing to do pay stubs for payroll. Because I don't have the envelopes anymore, and he didn't ask me to do it for a while. The machine is no longer set up for it. And it's like, yeah, something fell through the cracks here if they didn't tell you about that. But at the same time, I wasn't complaining about it. I was pretty busy without having to do pay stubs, especially when there was somebody who was really picky about the way I did it. Reminds me of Cameron Fry and Ferris Bueller. I guess we're kind of kin in terms of not being the happiest people in the world. I like what he had to say about doing a phony phone call. Don't ask me to participate in your stupid crap if you don't like the way I do it. Yeah, that's how I feel about it if somebody's picky about something that I don't have to do, or it's not my primary duty. Because my thing is print checks, get checks out. Done. Yeah. My mantra, my MO, my motive, whatever. Yeah. So there's the bank stories. But I do fun things when I'm not working, probably more than when I'm at work, but, well, I can't say that from time to time. It was pretty cool to go to a liquor store anniversary party. There were all these places where you could sample microbrews. Some of them I had, and some of them I haven't. And it was cool to see a food truck there, too. I got the fried rice, and then I was a little confused about what toppings were. And it's like, one of them you could choose was Spam. It's like, yeah, I'll have the Spam. And it's like, they give me plenty of Spam, so I'm not complaining about what they gave me. It's like, yeah, that's damn good stuff. Just the fried rice alone would make it. Add Spam to it, 4 slices of it. Yeah! I grew up eating some Spam. Dad liked his Spam, so then I ate some too. And I watched a DVD copy of Wizard of Oz this week. I bought it at Target. First time I'd seen it in years. Now I have a different perspective about it because of that. And yeah, I guess some of it does make more sense now in terms of what I learned about it much earlier in life. Where, brilliant observations in it. Like the Scarecrow saying that some people talk a lot but don't have brains. Or then when the Tin Man wanted a heart, he was told, well, maybe it's just as well you didn't have one because hearts break. And it's like, yeah, it reminds me of what I learned in college about the book that inspired the movie. It was a satire of populist politics in the 1890s, and I love satire. Those observations are still true about life, unfortunately. I should know, I'm around people like that all the time. Ugh. And the lion, yeah, he really didn't deserve his award either. But then again, that was another satire. The cowardly politician that stood for nothing. Yeah, that makes sense, because politicians take credit for things that other people did all the time. There you go. He didn't use his axe. He wasn't the one that was giving the marching orders, leading. It's like he was just there. Yeah, but he got his award anyway, I guess, because he didn't want to be left out. I went to a meetup event. It was a repurposed grain elevator on the river, and it's like I spent a lot of time looking at it because I love my history. And I saw a lady there that claimed to be introverted. It's like she wasn't at that, but she's a lot like me. She doesn't like interacting with coworkers because she doesn't like them. Yeah, who wants to talk shop when you're away from work? I don't. Yeah, it's the friends you choose when you go to a place like that, unlike at work where you're stuck with them. Well, that'll do it for me. They've all been great.